Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Pitt Panthers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Bowman.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Looking to pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. They run the reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Trying to get to him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Seminoles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this, carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season now.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's a draw. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the short completion brings up second down. To the air, it's Holstein. Coming after it. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious. And we've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive?
Just plowing ahead. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. It's McCoy. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. What an impressive impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot. But until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The corners are walked up tight. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. The running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give is to Williams. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got it on the outside, it's Hill. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Pitt.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He wants to throw. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Looking for a man, it's Woods. He's right on target. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up on a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And
that was a nice second down run. It's setting up third and inches, and now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. The give to the lone running back.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they got one, and they're at the 35. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. Where the defense...
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to power their way ahead. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether the...
Touchdown, no! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensive... They've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw him that play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Woods. He's got the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCoy. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think the QB wants that one down. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is
oh, it's out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, but he does pick. He's the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense getting set for first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Pitt will have to boot this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Off play action on first down. He's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying play action. Unleashes one. And his fifth interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up. Going to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panic...
We are down on the farm in Palo Alto, California, home to the Stanford Cardinal, where legends like Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey first built their legacies. Let's see what the Cardinal today can provide. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles. And the Noles will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. So Stanford's offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Testing the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Woods. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Now, that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. Now it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And he's got it again. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Looking to pass. It's Woods. Pressure is coming. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's reeled in. It's Brown. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Noles churn out another first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the Seminoles bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Nice grab. It's Butler. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Ball handed off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That one sails incomplete. Threw it too far.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Williams. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. As we break for the quarter third, Florida State is on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down mark.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Wideouts now clustered. Looking to pass. It's Brown. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Knowles with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Woods. And the pass is incomplete. Dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's running out of time here. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he's got his man open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. 2-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Finds his target. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the 2nd half going.
Number 9 set to advance on the football.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brown.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. He's going to hand this off. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
7th play of the drive coming up. And then first down, right back to the running game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Scanning the field. It's Woods. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he get there on the ground? That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Extending the play now. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And looking for a big play here. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. To throw, it's Woods. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. And out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, and got rid of the football. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Offense operating from the pistol. It's a run. Running back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 20. Ball carrier finally out of bounds, but a huge pickup by the offense to end this third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Woods. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got a man down the middle. And the game just good enough for a first down. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. First down here for this offense. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick throw testing the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Stanford, 14.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Looking for his back. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. There's a 1st and 10 play. Back to pass. It's Brown. Bringing pressure. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up 3rd down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
2nd down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And now the handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent.
It's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Florida State. And this one is getting ugly. Some trickery for a touchdown, and Kirk, that defense just caught completely flat-footed that time.
Well, it's because it was a perfect call at the right time by this head coach and the special teams coordinator, and your opponent was clearly not prepared for that fake at all. That's an exciting way to score this touchdown.
Stanford, 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Brown. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cavaliers will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the Florida State Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Woods. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in a bunch formation. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Open runway ahead. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique.
Picked off. He steps out out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. Much better job with his decision making.
First down here for the offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give is to Williams. At the 15, he's loose. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Got a man. It's Williams.
I think sometimes offensively, you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary, and you got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. The Seminoles pick up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff to the lone back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Glenn. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To the air, it's Calandria. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
And that pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Back to throw, it's Calandria. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's McCoy. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
What a good one there. He has enough for the first down. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here comes the hurry up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harrison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Wide out in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over.
The give is to Williams.
They're up by 4 over Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To throw, it's Glenn. Quickly complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll run the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. A low line drive and short kick. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the jet sweep here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. He's got it down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Florida State. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the... Read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to
just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And And the defense gets to the quarterback. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Some misdirection with the counter. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
And a nice catch, way to get your feet down, and the reward is 0 yards.
2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Calandria. He's going up top here late in the game. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So NC State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. NC State comes to the line quickly.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete, so it's second down at 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Caught near the goal line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, NC State. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, and going to see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. More of this game within the game, Kurt. You got the quarterback and the corner, 2 of the better guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude of he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move the defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Tackle, but first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Single back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Trying to find some room. It's Lucas. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You know, this is a big part of this offense, not just spreading you vertically downfield by throwing the ball, but these jet sweeps put so much pressure on the defense horizontally. You've got a lot of speed you've got to contain. Here's a great example of getting a player who's got a lot of speed out on the perimeter. Let him do what he does best by getting downfield. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, and they get the completion. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The pocket breaking down. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Glenn. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. And the Seminoles line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass complete. It's second down now. It's a quick grab. Stopped right there at the line with no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short gain. Now it's second down here. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to pass here on second down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Smothers. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And that one is no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The Seminoles trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Looking to throw it again. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
And they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey guys, let's force the incompletion. Force him into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Noles. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Florida State 14, NC State 7.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So it's incomplete, pass caught, but they rule him out of bounds. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. The pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Second and long for this offense after the sack. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He'll hand it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll run it here. Makes a nice move there. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's McCoy. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The sure hands. It's McCoy. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend, but give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Throws it to the right. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. On the ground, it's Williams. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, that is a tough one not to hang on to on third down and goal, but a good job by the defense to get there and knock it loose.
So it looks like they'll bring the feet. It's a fake. It's a fake. They got the tight end open. Hoping to use the element of surprise, but the return team all over it and snuffs it out. So the gamble does not pay off. They might regret passing up the 3 points. The shotgun running play call. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. NC State comes to the line quickly. Tailback with another carry. And tackled after a small pickup there. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Bailey. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
He's moving out of the pocket now. With the catch, it's Brown. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Noles are in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Touchdown, Knowles. stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
35, NC State, 7.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Oh, a reverse. Gets into space at the 50. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Bailey. Quick throw, testing the middle. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And they hand it off to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes a quick grab. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. Trying to find room. It's Lucas. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Woods. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. 1st down here for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff on a counter. And that run produces a decent gain. 3rd down coming up after that running play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And there's the handoff. Jukes to get free. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to hand this off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards and sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the Knowles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously
cannot escape it. Down he goes.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. Looking for some space. It's Lucas. And he's brought down there to wrap up this game. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFB committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
The give to the tailback. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. He'll pull it down. And they're able to make the tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the 1st tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
And the Noles get enough for the 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Gators offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
To the air, it's Glagway. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
The Knowles want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Across the 25, he's got room. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now on the option. Quarterback gets the first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The aerial assault continues. He makes a catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Snags it. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. And you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. It's good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the 2nd half.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the 2nd half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The give is to Williams. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. First down for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Trying to get to it. Gonna try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, but he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They'll try to run for it. And the Noles get the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that, puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The run to the right. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Power football with the run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the ground with the back. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, no!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Florida, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Lagway. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.